Let's all start with the Sadguru Vandanam, invoking the presence of Swamiji. As we get into our Nithyananda Yoga, let's get ready. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavaतीतं त्रिगुणरहितं Satgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda, welcome to all of you. I know we are all excited to have yoga today. So we're going to be having amazing asanas, stretches, and allowing ourselves to explore our body. Let's start with chanting the Shiva Mula mantra, invoking the presence of Paramashiva here. Because again and again, as we learn, right, yoga is not about just moving the body, but manifesting the cosmic energy. So let's now chant the Shiva Mula mantra japa 11 times. Please chant it internally. We'll be chanting it out loud so that all of you can follow along. Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha. Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha. Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha. Om Ham Shivaya Namaha. Om Ham Haum 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 Shivaya Namaha. The next step is the Sankalpa, the Tattvachamanam, the ritualistic cleansing of the body and mind, so we can prepare ourselves to receive that cosmic energy. Please ensure you have your Panchapatram and Uddharani, the traditional cup and spoon filled with some fresh water. Place your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra, bending the index finger, slightly cupping your palm. Take an Uddharani of water, put it in the center of your palm. Sip the water through the base of your palm at the end of each of the following 3 mantras, each time you hear the word Svadha. Om Atma Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Vidya Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Shiva Tattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Wash your hand with the water from the Panchapatram. With the base of the right hand thumb, wipe your upper and lower lip from right to left along with the following mantra. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your hand. With the tip of the index, middle and ring fingers together, touch above your upper lip and below the lower lip. Wash your hand. With the tips of the right hand thumb and index finger joined together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. With the tip of the right hand thumb and ring finger joined together, touch your right eye, right ear and left ear. Wash your hand. With the base of the right hand thumb and little finger joined together, touch your navel center, right chest and left chest. With all the fingers of your right hand joined together, touch the top of your head, right shoulder, left shoulder and your heart center. Next, we'll be doing the Sankalpa, the creation of our conscious intention. What do you want to manifest through Nithyananda Yoga today? Yoga is not just about your physical health. That also happens. But it is about manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Therefore, whatever intention you hold as we get into Nithyananda Yoga will simply manifest. Let's now start. Please place your right hand over your left, clasping your palms together and place it on your right side as we chant the Sankalpa mantra. Mamopata samasta durita kshaya dvara Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Kripa Katakshena Purana Arogya Yukta Dhritagatra Yaugika Sharira Siddhyartam Paramashiva Shaktiya Vishkaranartam Sakutam Bhasya Jnana Vairagya Jivan Mukti Praptyartam Nithyananda Yoga Abhyasam Karishye. Now please take another dharani of water and wash your hand. Om Apaupasprisya. Please face your Panchapatram away as we get into our warm-ups for today. Come on, let's stand up. Let's come to a nice standing position. Warm up our body, all our joints. Yes, I know we're all stiff, many days of no yoga. So let's lift our right leg up and start to rotate our right ankle. Loosening it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switching directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching legs. Now bring your right leg up. Sorry, your left leg and start to rotate the ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's come down to our knees. Now bring your hands to your knees and start to rotate your knees in a circular motion. Opening out those joints. 1, give it a nice stretch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Step your legs apart, bringing your hands to your hips. Let's open out our hips nicely. Rotate it out, and as you come back, feel your hamstrings, your entire leg stretching, and come back forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switching direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's lean forward and down, spreading your legs slightly more wide apart. Try to bring your hands to the ground. As much as you can, lower your forearms to the ground. Feel the stretch in your legs. Let's hold here for a few seconds. And move towards your right leg. Try to bring your forehead to the right knee. And hold here. Switching to the left leg. Try to bring your knee to your left leg. And go down. Feel a nice stretch. And come back to the center. Raising up. Step your legs back together. Now we're going to be doing some torso twists. Bring your hands at your chest level and start to rotate from side to side. Feel your chest and shoulders opening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rotating your right arm first. Now in a forward motion. Bring your hand out straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching backwards. 1, feel a nice stretch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching over to the left side now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switching directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Let's move on to our neck now. Let's rotate our neck nice and wide. Give it a stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Switch directions. 1, do it slowly, don't hurt yourself. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So before we get started with the Nithyananda Yoga, I wanted to give a disclaimer to everyone joined that all the teachings and practices as part of Nithyananda Yoga are only for educational purposes, not to be understood or construed for medical advice or as a replacement for medical advice. If you have any known injuries, hypertension, heart issues, uh, diseases, or illnesses within your body, please do consult your doctor before attempting any of the asanas in Nithyananda Yoga and follow your doctor's advice at all times. Please, if you feel any symptoms like you're feeling dizzy or you feel tired when you're doing the yoga, please refrain from doing it and take rest. And let's, with that, get into the Nithyananda Yoga. At all times, be in the listening of your body and do not exceed your capacities. So, how many of you are excited for the yoga? After 1 week of no yoga, how many of you are excited to start back? Yes. So let's start our skeleton dance. Visualize yourself as a skeleton and start to shake your body intensely.
Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale. 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 Sundara Nithyananda. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale. 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 Mukunda Madhava Nithyananda, Madhusudana Hari Nithyananda. Madhura Mohana Nithyananda, Mangalamurti Nithyananda. Mukunda Madhava Nithyananda, Madhusudana Hari Nithyananda. Madhura Mohana Nithyananda, Mangalamurti Nithyananda. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale. Panduranga Jaya Vittale, Nithyananda Nitya Vittale.
Walk back and forth on your mat. Take a few seconds to catch your breath. Breathe in and out deeply. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in one more time, deeply, and breathe out. Okay, nice to see all of you. So excited. Actually, we are also so excited to have yoga with all of you. Yes. So let's start. Actually, last time we left off at Godohikasana, which is the previous asana, and now we're going to be starting from Ushtrasana 4. So all of you can remain standing, since the next set of asanas are also standing asanas only. In Ushtrasana 4, you're going to be raising your hands up to the sky, pointing your palms upwards and looking upwards, visualizing yourself as a camel. This is Ushtrasana. So I think all of us, low impact, high impact, all of us can do this. Stretch your hands, looking up towards your hands, visualizing yourself as a camel. Clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Ushtrasana 4. Take a few seconds to get a nice stretch. Open out your spine. Lift your palms up. I know we are all stiff. One week of no yoga. Let's take a few seconds to open out our spine nicely. Yes, just opening out your spine. You can come onto your toes as well. And go forward and down. Leaning down towards the ground. Yes, allow yourself to get a nice stretch. Try to stretch out your back as much as you can. Go down nicely. Yes. And raise back up. Stretching your hands up. Get a nice stretch. And going back down. Loosening out our legs. Let's stretch out our spine. And back up. Just giving us some dynamic movement since we have not moved for many days now. Hands up. Give yourself a stretch. Yes, one last time. Let's come back down. And come back up. Yes, let's go into Ushtrasana 4 now. Place your hands upwards, looking between your palms, raising onto your toes. Visualizing yourself as a camel. Clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ushtrasana 4. Gushtotapanibhyang Padangulabhyam Bhumim Dhritva Bahum Uvikritye Tishtet Ushtrasanam Bhavati. The next asana is Tadasana 2. Continue to keep your hands upwards, raising onto your toes, visualizing yourself as a mountain in Tadasana 2. See, this asana brings a lot of stability with just that visualization of you are as a mountain. Stay here. Do the clenching of your perineum and the Moola Bandha and the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. You can look straight and forward. Tadasana 2. Mahamudra Bhaddako Tadasana Vibhetakan Vinottanam Sada Kuryan Antarvatni Padipriya. And from here, entering into the next asana, continue to keep your hands raised. In Talasana. In Talasana, visualize yourself as a tall palmia tree. Here you're going to visualize yourself as a tall palmia tree. Continue to clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha and do the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Engage in the Sahaja gaze forward in Ta, in Talasana. Devata Mukta Karate Mata, Paguna Rakine Mukha Ramu Devanasana, Kahe Bayate. And from here, let's move into the next asana. Allow your spine to stretch. So bring your hands to the side now. Continue to keep your hands raised. We're going to be rotating our hands in a circular motion. So you can start forward. Let's give a bit of an exercise for ourselves here. As you visualize yourself as a rotating potter's wheel, start to move your hands forward in small, slow circles. This will help strengthen your arms very much, your biceps and your arms. So let's move it forward for 20 counts and then backwards for another 20 counts. Okay? So take a moment, open up your shoulders and let's start. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Switch directions now. 1, backwards 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, relax your hands now. Let's continue doing this for another 10 more counts. Kulala Chakrasana. Remember to visualize yourself as a potter's wheel.
कुलाल चक्रासन हस्तो प्रसार्य भ्रामणं कर्तव्यं कुलाल चक्रासनं भवति.
And relax your hands slowly. Beautiful. Don't worry, we have many more fun asanas coming up. This is just the first step to warm up ourselves. Let's enter into Panchana. Bring your hands to the opposite chest, cupping your palms over the opposite chest. Visualize yourself as a bird that has just been freed from the cage. You're just been freed from the cage. Visualize yourself as that bird. Gaze towards your nose. Gaze towards your nose and do the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham while clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha with a Sahaja Kumbhaka. Simple breathing in and out. Panjhasana.
Panjhasana Shadasya Grabane Grabha Genotishted Huvastale Munihi Kritva Hasta Pariyastim Siddham Seveta Siddhaye. The next task is Ardha Chandrasana.
Now, we are going to be bringing one leg to the inner thigh. Let the hand be straight towards the side. This is Ardha Chandrasana. It's a dynamic asana where you're going to be bringing one leg to your inner thigh, hands by the knees, and then switching. So right leg, then your left leg. Switch around. Visualize yourself as the full moon in Ardha Chandrasana. Do the Sahaja Kumbhaka. Gaze towards your nose, clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha as you do the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Ardha Chandrasana.
एकेन पादेन भूमिं वष्टभ्य अन्य पादतलेन ऊरु अवष्टभ्य तिष्ठेत् आस्त इति पुनः पुनः कर्तव्यम् अर्धचन्द्रं भवति.
If you're sitting on the chair, you can do it in a simpler variation of just bringing your leg up and down while being seated.
The next asana is Sankhasana.
Here you're going to be bringing one foot towards your navel center. Hold it with this hand and sit down as much as you can and get up. Then switch the legs. So again, a dynamic asana. All of these asanas will actually help you build your thigh strength a lot. Sankhasana, you're going to visualize yourself as an arrow to Paramashiva's bow. Sankhasana.
तिष्ठन् समं प्रसादेन इतरजङ्गन प्रदेशे सम्पीड्य स्थातव्यम् उत्थितव्यम् इति पुनः पुनः कर्तव्यम् सङ्ख्वासनं भवति.
Perfect.
The next asana is Ardhatalasana.
Now coming back to a standing position, raise one hand up, keeping one hand straight beside the ear. Don't keep it bent, keep it straight. Yes, nice. In Ardhatalasana, visualizing yourself as a tall palmyra tree. Continue to do the Sahaja Kumbhaka, clenching your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space.
बेहदा ओम च करिने पांजा पहोला राखिले उभा राहिवे ते तालासन कहे वायचे.
Relax your hand. So now we're going to be entering into a series of balancing asanas on one leg. So we'll start off with balancing on our right leg. So let's get prepared for it. The next asana is
Virabhadrasana 2.
So here you're going to be stepping one leg forward, in this case your right leg, while your left leg remains extended behind. Let's all come into this position, right leg forward, left leg extended behind. Straighten your hands. See, when you do this, make sure your thigh and your knees in a 90-degree angle. Your knees should not go forward. So your knees should not go forward of your ankle. Rather, they should be straight to your ankle. Straighten your hands out in a straight line and look forward, visualizing Lord Veerabhadra, the warrior form of Paramashiva. Gaze towards your third eye, clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha, do the Sahaja Kumbhaka, simple breathing in and out as we do the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Veerabhadrasana 2.
As you engage in the Ujjayi Pranayama, where you inhale and exhale, making a sound intense as an ocean. Virabhadrasana 2. Uttanapadam Krauncham cha Maricham Virabhadrakam Natarajam Trikonam cha Suptangashta Prasarane.
And from here, we're going to be entering into Parshvakonasana. Now, we'll be showing a simpler variation for you to follow along if you need the support of a chair. So over here, what you can do is, for those of you who need further support, seated on the chair, you can stretch one leg behind, keep the other leg bent forward, using the support of the chair to balance. As we enter into Parshvakonasana, you are going to be lowering one hand to the ground with the other hand extended out straight. If you feel that this is a little bit too much of stretch for you, need a simpler variation, place your hand on the knee and do the same asana. You can place your hand on your knee and stretch out. And for the most advanced variation is bringing your hand to the ground, stretching your arm out straight in Parshvakonasana.
सप्तचक्रक्षालनाय वृक्षासन विशेषकान् जननेन्द्रियदाध्य को न भेदान् समभ्यसेत्.
Continue to remain in the same position. Just bring your left hand towards the ground beside the right foot and stretch the right hand out straight, coming to a completely crossed position in Parivritta Trikonasana. Again, showing on the chair as well, bringing the opposite hand down and the right hand up. If you need, you can put your hand on your knee and do the same position. In Parivritta Trikonasana, visualizing yourself as a triangle, gaze towards the extended arm. Do the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, clench your perineum in the Moola Bandha with the japa of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your inner space. Parivritta Trikonasana.
सप्तचक्रक्षालनाय वृक्षासन विशेषकान् जननेन्द्रियदाध्य को न भेदान् समभ्यसेत्.
And slowly relax.
As we now enter into Virabhadrasana 3.
So now we are coming into our balancing position. So I'll be showing once. I request all of you to take a moment and watch the screen as we demonstrate how we are going to do this asana. So this is going to be a balancing asana. Coming onto your right leg, you're going to be lifting your left leg back out and your hands out straight, bringing your body to a straight position. If you need some support, you can take the support of a chair or the wall to hold on to with your hands and extend out. You can take the support of a chair or of a wall and do the Virabhadrasana 3, visualizing yourself as Lord Virabhadra, the warrior form of Paramashiva, is gazing forward for balance. Remember, the way to get balance is to keep a single point that you're going to keep your drishti, your gaze on, and do not shift your gaze anywhere else. Keep one single unmoving point and get into this asana. Let's all try. You can first bring your hands to your knees and lift your left leg straight. Once you feel stable enough over here, slowly bringing one hand at a time out in Virabhadrasana 3.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्टप्रसारणे.
And relax.
As we now move ahead to Vamapadasana,
You're going to be keeping your spine straight, again balancing on your right leg. You're going to be lifting your left leg off the ground. So first I'll be showing this asana. You're going to be lifting your left leg straight up while keeping the rest of your body straight in Vamapadasana. Now a couple of ways you can do it. If you are seated on a chair, you can just lift your left leg out straight, keeping the right leg on the ground. You can even take the support of something to balance and lift your leg out. One more thing you can do is you can take the help of a partner also to hold your leg there. So both of you can actually do the asana and take each other's help to hold your leg in Vamapadasana.
जमने पग पूर्व भानी भाभो करी धाबे पग उभा राहवे ते वामपादासन कहे वायचे.
And relax.
As we now move ahead to the next asana, which is Matantara Vrikshasana.
In Matantara Vrikshasana now, again we're going to be balancing on our right leg. Bring your left leg inwards. Your left leg towards the right knee. So you're not going to be bringing the foot all the way to the inner thigh, but rather just onto the knee. You're going to be bringing it just onto the knee, placing your hands in front of your heart center in the Namaskara Mudra and visualizing yourself as a tree. Now again, if you're on the chair, in a seated position, you can just bring one leg to the knee and bring your hands in front of your heart center in Matantara Vrikshasana. Visualize yourself as a tree gazing towards one point for balance.
Matantara Vrikshasana. Ardha Vrikshasana ye asane avantar bhedache bhamne pagadhim chanativali matom bhumiti ekak tekavi. Now move ahead to Kamasana.
In Kamasana, you're going to be bringing one foot to the opposite thigh. In this case, your left leg will come onto your right thigh. Yes, let's all come to this position. Your left leg on the root of the right thigh. And from here, you're going to be leaning forward and down, bringing your little fingers towards the ground. So you're going to still be balancing on your leg, but you're just bringing your little finger towards the ground in Kamasana. Visualize yourself beyond all desires, your Paramashiva in the space beyond all desires, fulfilled with all your desires in Kamasana. Again, if you're seated on the chair for the low impact version, bring your leg to the opposite thigh and lean forward and down as much as you can, bringing your little fingers towards the ground. Kamasana.
नितंबे च पाद घोष्टि हस्ताभ्याम अंगुलीयकम अत कामासनम वक्षे कामसंगेन हेतुना.
And relax as we enter into Vimanasana. Continuing to keep your leg in the same position. You're just going to be coming down, bending your thigh to come to a bent position, almost like you're seated on a chair. Now, for support, if you want a little more support, you can take the support of another chair or of the wall to hold you as you come down into that position. Again, if you're seated on the chair for the low impact version, just keeping one hand on the opposite thigh, place your hands on your knees in Vimanasana, visualizing yourself as a flying vehicle, a Vimana, in your inner space, Vimanasana.
As you gaze at your nose, Ekam padam bhumau nidhaya nitambam janu pradeshe aneya ditiya padam janum nidhaya tishtet vimadasanam bhavati.
Come back up to a standing position.
As you now move ahead to Ardha Padasana,
In Ardha Padasana, you're going to be bringing your left leg towards your inner thigh of the right foot, keeping your hands straight, looking forward, balancing over here. Let's all come into this position. If you're on the chair, you can continue to be seated and bring one leg towards the opposite thigh. As much as possible, even if you're seated on the chair and doing the yoga, try to keep your spine straight. See, try not to lean your back, but try to keep your spine straight and do all the asanas as much as you can. In Ardha Padasana.
visualize the supreme point of Hinduism, Swamiji, in your inner space and gaze at your nose. Ardha Padasana. Ubara hile dava bhagane panajavana pagana dimchanu tarana. The next asana is Uttita Trivikramasana.
So this asana is now going to be quite a stretch for all of us. I'll be showing the asana once and then we'll go through some stretches that we can do for our body to lose up. Okay? So in Uttita Trivikramasana, you're going to be lifting your leg straight out towards the side. So this is Uttita Trivikramasana. Going to be lifting your leg as high as you can out towards the side. So I know this is quite a stretch for our legs. So let's take a moment to stretch out our legs. A couple of stretches that we can do. First, you're going to come to a low lunge and push your hips forward. Make sure your left leg is forward and your right leg is behind, because that's what we're doing in this asana. Keep your knee on the ground, but straighten out your leg as much as possible. You'll feel a deep stretch in your thigh and hip flexors. Allow yourself to get that stretch here for a few seconds, bouncing up and down. Go as deep as you can. So don't worry, just as deep as you can go there. Take a few seconds to get a nice stretch. And you can switch around also and keep your front leg extended straight as you try to lower yourself down. Try to bring your forehead towards the knee. This will stretch out the hamstrings that you also need for this asana. Breathe in and out deeply. Don't forget to breathe. Getting the stretch for a few seconds. Let's again switch. Stretching out the back leg now. Keep your spine straight, pushing your hips closer towards the ground. For a few seconds here and switching forward again. Leaning your forehead towards your knees. Okay. Now, one more stretch that we can all do. You can come to a seated position. So we're basically going to be doing the same thing while seated first. So this will give us a good idea of how we're going to get into the asana. You're going to be seated, and from a seated position, stretching your leg out straight. So be in a seated position on the ground. With your left hand, hold on to your left foot and straighten out your leg as much as you can. Now what you can also try to do is to bring your right hand to the left foot and straighten it out, since this gives a deeper stretch. Yes, let's all try to do this. Do it as much as you can. Even if you can do it only this much, that's okay. Do it till here. If you can go higher, do it higher. And if you are seated on the chair, what you can do is you can stretch your leg out straight. Hold it with your hands and stretch out your leg as much as you can in Utthita Trivikramasana.
उत्तानकूर्मपीतैश्च सिंहिस्गारुतमेव च वाता
Now we can all come back into a standing position and we can attempt to do the full asana in Utthita Trivikramasana. Visualizing Swamiji in your inner space. See, for balance, gaze towards one single point. If you want, you can balance on a chair, on a wall, and take some support. But if you can, just look at one point, gazing towards a single point, raising your leg in Utthita Trivikramasana.
उत्तानकूर्मपीतैश्च सिंहिस्गारुतमेव च वातायनं घोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्.
And relax your leg. Next, we're going to be entering into Natarajasana 2. So I'll be first showing. I request all of you to take a moment to watch the screen. As I enter into Natarajasana 2, you can all watch how this asana is done. So in Natarajasana 2, you're going to be again balancing on your right leg and lifting your left leg up and around. This is how we do Natarajasana 2. So we're all now going to be doing this asana. So first, let's all stretch out our back. Since in this asana, actually, three basic things happen. One is your shoulder flexibility. Second is your back. Third is your leg. So we worked on our leg just now. Let's all work a little bit on our back and shoulder flexibility. So first, we can all come into Bhujangasana. We can all come onto Bhujangasana and push up as much as you can. Remember here, try not to lift your hips high up on the ground. Try to bring your hips as close to the ground as possible. In Bhujangasana, hold here, straightening out as much as you can. Push your spine back. And then you can take the support of a partner to help you as well. So you can have a partner hold you from behind. This will help you open your shoulders more and lift up off the ground. Go as deep as you can, but remember to be in listening with your partner. Don't hurt them. Just going in as much as you can. And relax. You can switch the partners as well. Coming into a deep back stretch and shoulder opening. Okay. So now we're going to do the asana, but seated on the ground. Meaning, you're going to be bringing your right foot to the inner part of the left thigh, like seated in this position. Yes, let's all come to this position now. Once you have finished getting the back stretch, let's come to this position. Since it's a science of how you're going to be bringing your leg up. And when we do it on the ground, we'll understand how to do it while standing as well. Okay? Can we all come to this position? Come to a seated position with your right knee bent and your left knee extended behind. Remember, it's very important which leg you're bringing. Your right foot should be in front and your left leg behind. Since that's how we're going to be doing it while standing as well. Okay. Now, bend your left foot and hold on to your left foot with your left hand. Bend your left foot, holding on to the left foot with your left hand. And from here, you're going to be giving a twist. You're going to be bringing your elbow from the outside. Coming to this position, you can hold on with both hands. Yes, come here and hold for as much as you can. If you're not able to fully rotate, rotate as much as you can and hold it there. If it's this much, rotate as much as you can and hold it there. If you can, come the whole way and come here. See, doing this will give us the intelligence, the idea of how to do it when we are standing as well. So once we have done this, now we can come back to the standing position. As we enter into Natarajasana 2, remember you're going to visualize yourself as Lord Nataraja, that form of Paramashiva that is eternally dancing, doing all the 5 acts: creation, sustenance, dissolution, putting into delusion and liberation. So visualize yourself as that form of Paramashiva. You'll see the asana will simply happen. Okay. Now again, if you want to start off with, take the support of a chair or of the wall and hold on to your leg with your left leg with the left hand. Again, do the same thing and rotate your hand upwards and then reach for it with the other hand. So if you're doing this in a chair, what you can do is you can be seated on the chair itself and try to bring your leg up, or you can just stand up and do Pada Piranasana. So you can come into this position. For those of you who want the low impact version, you can come to Pada Piranasana. Now, for all others, let's enter into Natarajasana 2. See, don't worry, just go with the flow of your body. If you want, you can do just regular Natarajasana. For moving further, we can do the full Natarajasana 2. Come, let's go into Natarajasana 2.
Visualize Bhagavan Nataraja in your inner space. Shalabha Salabedascha Nataberunda Navake Gandaberunda Sahite Shishadandasanam Tatha.
Yes, relax. So from here, we're going to be now entering into the Karana.
We were entering into the Lata Vrikshika Karana. So now you're going to be sitting in the Aramanya position. Well, now stand on your right foot with knees bent and toes pointed upwards. Now, bend the left knee and keep the heel behind the butt and sole of the foot pointing upwards. Now, keep the right hand next to the chest with fingers pointed upwards and extend the left arm out straight to the side and slightly up. Fingers are together and bending the waist. So you can see over here, this is the Lata Vrikshika Karana. We will be moving ahead to the next asana, which is the Purna Padasana. So you're going to be standing tall with 2 feet together and hands by the sides, relaxed, and gaze at your nose. Visualize Swamiji, the supreme point of Hinduism in your inner space. Engage in the Mula Bandha, where you're clenching your perineum in, and engage in the Ujjayi Kumbhaka as you inhale and exhale and making a sound as an ocean. And repeat the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your throat center. Purna Padasana. Ubharahine Dabha Pagane Pagajamana Pagana Dimchana Utarana.
Now from here, we're going to be repeating this whole sequence on the other side. So all the asanas we did on our left side, we're going to now be doing it on the right side, meaning you're going to be balancing on your left leg. So let's all prepare ourselves. Let's all get ready now. If you want to loosen out your right leg that just got a nice workout by balancing on it, you can take a few moments. Let's enter into the next asana, which is Ardha Talasana. So now, before we raise our right leg, our right hand, now you're going to be lifting your left hand. So you can keep your spine straight, lift your left hand up, visualizing yourself as a palmyra tree, gazing towards your nose. Clench your perineum in the Mula Bandha. Do the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, meaning inhalation and exhalation, making the sound of an ocean. And do the Japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in Ardha Talasana.
Behata umcha karine pamja pahola rakhine ubha rahivem te talasana kahe vayache.
Nice. Relax your hand. As we enter into Virabhadrasana 2. Now step your legs apart. Bring your left knee bent to a 90-degree angle. Keep your right leg extended out behind as much as you can. And straighten out your arms looking forward. Again, if you're doing this on the chair, you can do the low impact version on the chair by coming to this position. Continue to be seated, bending one leg with the other leg extended behind. In Virabhadrasana 2, visualizing yourself as Lord Virabhadra, gazing towards your third eye.
Virabhadrasana 2. Uttana padam krauncham cha maricham Virabhadrakam Natarajam trikonam cha suktangashta prasarane.
And from here, just bringing your hand down into Parshva Konasana, looking up towards your extended hand. If you're doing the low impact version, in the same position, you can just bring one hand to the knee instead of bringing it all the way to the ground. Same thing on the chair, bringing one leg extended out behind, the other leg like this. Either lean fully towards the ground or the hand on the knee. In Parshva Konasana.
Visualize Swamiji, supreme pontiff of Hinduism, in your inner space. Parshvakonasana. Sapta Chakrakshalanaya Vikshasana Visheshakan Jananendriya Dadadhya Kona Bhedan Samabhyaset.
And bring your right hand to the ground beside your left leg. Switch the left hand up, coming into Parivritta Trikonasana. Again, low impact version. You can do this with your hand on your knee, turning around to the side. If you're doing it on the chair, same thing applies. Bring your hand down, with the other hand up, or placing the hand on the knee. In Parivritta Trikonasana on the other side, visualize yourself as a triangle.
Parivritta Trikonasana. Sapta Chakrakshalanaya Vikshasana Visheshakan Jananendriya Dadadhya Kona Bhedan Samabhyaset.
And from here, raising into Virabhadrasana 3. So now you're going to continue to be on your left leg and raise your right leg behind with your hands in front, coming into Virabhadrasana 3 again. If you need the support of the chair, please do take the support to balance and stretch out. If you're seated on the chair, you can just, being in the seated position, you can lift your leg out and lean forward as much as you can. This is Virabhadrasana 3 on the other side, visualizing Lord Virabhadra in your inner space.
Uttanapadam krauncham cha maricham Virabhadrakam Natarajam trikonam cha suktangashta prasarane.
And relax. How many of you are able to do it? See, I know these are a little bit balancing asanas, and one thing you should know, they say in medical science, the day a person loses their balance is the day they start moving towards the end of their life. So I know many of you are sharing that you are regaining your balance by doing yoga today, doing this series of yoga, which is such an amazing thing, because yoga does not just work on your muscles or your flexibility, but also on this very subtle part of you, which is your balance system. And when this balance improves, you will start seeing actually leads to anti-aging as well. So it's very beautiful. All of you take the time to do each of these asanas. Don't just try it once, fall down and leave it. No. Do it. Keep that gaze fixed on one position. And from there, do move slowly. First, bringing one leg up and then your hands forward, coming into that position. Entering into our next asana.
Dakshina Padasana.
Now, from a standing position, you're switching your weight onto your left leg and raising your right leg out straight in front of you. So this is Dakshina Padasana. Again, if you need the support of a chair, you can, or the wall, or take the support of a partner to hold you there in Dakshina Padasana.
Visualize Swamiji in your inner space, gaze at your nose. Dakshina Padasana. Davo Pagapura Bhani, Lambo Kari Jamane Pag Ubha Rahi Vemte, Dakshina Padasana Kahe Vayache.
Yes, beautiful. This asana will strengthen your hip flexors, being able to hold your leg up there. Okay. So from here, let's enter into our next asana,
which is Matantara Vrikshasana.
So now balancing on your left leg, bring your right leg up to the left knee. So again, do not pull it up fully, just keep it at the knee level. Keep your arms extended in front of your heart in the Atmanjali Mudra. Gaze towards one spot, not allowing yourself to lose balance. In Matantara Vrikshasana, visualize yourself as a tree.
अर्धवृक्षासने आसने आवांतर भेदचे भावने पगदीम चनति वाली मातोम भूमि तीक्ते कवि.
You can take a moment and try one thing out also. Don't drop. Just close your eyes and try holding the same asana. Continuing to be in Matantara Vrikshasana, keep your gaze, keep your awareness in your third eye and just close your eyes and try to continue holding it. It'll actually be a very fun challenge for you. Just try closing your eyes and holding the same asana. Because when our eyes are open, we have a sense of balance. But the minute we close our eyes, we tend to lose that sense of balance. So it's actually a very fun challenge that we can all try to close your eyes and hold the Vrikshasana. Okay, from here, let's enter into our next asana. You can all try it. You can try closing your eyes and holding. Let's see how long we're able to hold it.
Now we'll be moving ahead to the next asana, which is Kamasana.
In Kamasana, you're going to be bringing your left leg your right leg to the inner part of the left thigh. And leaning forward and down, bring your little fingers towards the ground. Yes, bring your little fingers towards the ground. Visualize your beyond all desire. Paramashiva has already fulfilled all your desires and you've gone beyond desire in Kamasana.
And gaze at your nose. Nitambe cha pada goshti hastavyam anguliyakam atah kamasanam vakshe kamasangena hetuna.
And relax. Again, if you're doing all these asanas on the chair, you can continue to do it as we showed previously. Just lean forward and down while being seated. From here, we're entering into Vimanasana. You're going to be bringing your right foot onto your left knee and bending at the thigh, keeping your spine straight, like as if you are seated, visualizing yourself as a Vimana, the ancient flying vehicles that ran on consciousness. So if you want support, you can take the support of a chair to help balance as you go into Vimanasana. If you're seated on the chair, just keeping one leg on the opposite knee, keep your spine straight. Let's enter into Vimanasana.
Gaze at your nose. Visualize the Vimana, the flying aircraft in your inner space. Ekam padam bhumau nidhaya nitambam janu pradeshe aniya titiya padam janu nidhaya tishted vimanasanam bhavati.
And relax. Yes, very nice. From here, entering into our next asana, which is
Ardhapadasana.
bring your foot towards the opposite inner thigh, bringing your right foot to your left inner thigh. Keep your hands by the knees, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space and gazing towards your nose. Just keep your hands on your knees in Ardhapadasana.
Ubha rahine da bha pagane panajamana pagana dimchana utarana. Asanas Utita Trivikramasana.
Yes, so now we'll be continuing Uttita Trivikramasana, right? How we did it on our right leg with the left leg extended out. We're going to be doing the same thing on our left leg with our right leg extended. So let's first stretch. Okay? This time your right leg is going to be in front with your left leg extended out behind. Come on to the ground. Yes, I request everyone come on to the ground. Bring your right leg extended in front with your left leg behind. And try to push your hips towards the ground as much as you can. Keep your spine straight. This will really work out those muscles and help you to do this asana. Few seconds here. And leaning backwards, stretching the front leg, making your right leg straight, left leg bent. Try to lean down, bringing your forehead to the knee as much as you can. As much as you can, give yourself a stretch. And stretching again. Now, stretching the right leg, allowing the hips to get stretched, come up. Try to push lower and lower as much as you can. And back. Down. Yes. From here, come back to a seated position on the ground as well. And lift your right leg. You're going to try to lift your right leg as high as you can. Use your hands to hold your right leg out straight. Yes, give yourself a nice stretch. How many of you are able to do this? Just hold on to your right leg and straighten it out as much as you can. How many of you are able to do this? Yes, very nice. In female side, Ellie, I'm seeing. Good. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to do this in a standing position as well as we enter into Utthita Trivikramasana on the other side. Let's all come on to back to a standing position. Hold on to your right leg, right foot with your right hand and straighten it out, keeping the other hand on the hip. Remember to keep your balance. Utthita Trivikramasana.
Uttana kurma pitascha semhes garutamev cha vatayanam ghomukam cha bharadvajam trivikramam.
Okay. From here, entering into Natarajasana 2, as we saw before, bringing your leg up. Let's first do this on the ground to get a nice stretch. So you can sit with your left foot bent at the perineum, right foot extended out behind. We're getting, see, when we learn how to do it on the ground and we figure out how we move our body, which part we need to move, and then do it while it becomes much easier. So come here first. From here, reach for your foot. Reaching for the right foot with the right hand. It's all reach for the right foot. See, if you're able to do till here, do it up till here and wait. If you can go deeper, try to rotate your hand around from on top. Try to hold on with both hands. Yes, just attempt to do it. See, how much ever you're able to rotate your hand. If you're able to rotate it this much, do this much. If you can do more, do more. And come to that position. Okay. Let's do it standing as well now. Let's all come up and stand. Let's attempt to do Natarajasana 2 while standing. Again, see, if you're seated, if you need a low impact version, you can just hold on to your foot from behind. For those who want the high impact version or a medium, intermediate version, you can do this. And if you're ready for the high impact version, you can do the complete Natarajasana too. If you need, take support of the wall, of the something on the side to help you hold on. Let's enter into Natarajasana 2.
शलभतबेरुन्द नामके गन्धबेरुन्द सहिते शीर्षदण्डासनं तथा.
And relax. Amazing. Good job. Okay. Let's take a few seconds now to relax our back. You can lean forward and down into Uttanasana. Just feel your shoulders and your back stretching. You can bring your hands above your head, clasping it behind. Yes, and if you're on the chair as well, you can lean forward and down, giving a nice stretch for your back. Just feel yourself relaxing. Okay. Come back up to a standing position. Let's enter into Kaupinasana. You're going to be bringing your hands over your groin, cupping your palms over your groin in Kaupinasana in a standing position.
Gaze at your nose, visualize the supreme point of Hinduism in your inner space. Engage in the Rechika Pranayama, where your exhalation is held more, and then you slowly inhale. Kaupinasana. Vrishna Sahitalingam Uru Madhye Gadam Dritva Charanagrabhyam Statavyam Kaupinasanam Bhavati. The next asana is Tipakarasana.
Okay, so the next asana is going to be super fun. We're going to be entering into Tipakarasana, which is what we call as the middle splits or the front splits, right? Side splits, I think. In regular terms, the middle splits, which we are going to now be entering into. So let's all get ready. I request all of you to take a moment and partner up. Okay, I request all of you to please partner up. Can we all have 2-2? Okay, I request all of you to partner up. Let's all take a moment and find a partner. Okay, let's all partner up. So you can pick a partner, and there are two ways you're going to come into Tipakarasana, which is the splits. First way is from a seated position itself. Okay, you can be in a seated position, and one partner is going to be stretching out, while the other partner is going to help them. So you can see how your partner can help you by spreading your legs further apart. See, we already did a lot of stretches for our legs. So I think we can all come into this position. See, if you still feel tight, if you still feel that you're very tight within your legs, you can take a moment and do Bhadrasana as well. This will help you, give you that initial loosening for your legs. If you feel very tight, you can do this for a few seconds. Let your knees go up and down. Try to lean forward and down as well. This will help you open out your thighs initially. Okay, just this, and then let's come into Tipakarasana. In Tipakarasana, you can come, spread your legs. See, first you spread your legs out as wide as you can. So for example, for me, I can spread out this much by myself, let's say. Let your partner help you to push first just 1 inch deeper. Just 1 inch deeper than you can already. And hold it there. The stretch will be intense, but just keep your awareness. Just keep your awareness on the place. Wherever the stretch is happening, keep your awareness there. And just hold it. Now for the low impact version, for those of you who want to do it in a low impact way, you can just seated, spread your legs as much as you can and hold it there. So you don't need to worry about stretching too much if you have any injuries or anything. Be aware of your body. And if you are doing this on the chair, you can remain seated on the chair and spread your legs out as wide as you can. Just spread your legs out as wide as you can while being seated on the chair. Once one partner is done, you can switch partners also. You can switch around the partners also. So what the other person can do while you support them to go more behind. Try to keep your spine straight. Giving yourself a nice stretch. Okay. Now another way that you can also do this asana on your own is coming to a standing position. Now here it's very important, don't try to immediately go down. You have to lean forward first. First bring your hips forward. Then what will unlock the bone over here, allowing you to go lower. And from here, try to lower yourself towards the ground as much as you can in Pipakarasana.
आसन को गुण शरीर को सो जाई.
Good. See, we have few more asanas of this. So just go as much as you can and hold it there as we enter into our next asana.
Parasana.
So this is going to be what is called as the side splits or the front splits, where you're going to be bringing your leg forward, your right leg forward first with your left leg extended behind and bringing your hips to the ground. So this is what we're going to be doing as Parasana. Again, you can try to do this from a standing position. You can come to a standing position. See, if you're doing this on a chair, you can just stretch your legs out as much as you can and hold that. For a low impact version also, in a seated position itself on the ground, you can just bring your legs to a slightly stretched position. So into a 90-degree angle at each other, you can bring your legs to this position for the low impact. For the high impact, you can come to a standing position, stretch your leg as far as you can, and try to lower yourself to the ground. Bring your hands down and try to lower your legs, spreading them as wide as you can in Parasana.
Gaze at your nose. परासन को गुण आसन को गुण चोर सिवाही जाई पवन सरल बाही परासन को गुण गतिया बाई जाई.
And relax. As we enter into Pinda Mayurasana. Pinda Mayurasana is where we're literally going to be doing splits in the Mayurasana position. So it's going to be intense. I'll be showing once how we'll be doing this and help all of you do it. So take a moment and watch. Do not attempt it yet. I request all of you to watch how I'm doing it. Going to be raising onto my hands and stretching my legs out. So as you can see, this is how we're going to be doing the Pinda Mayurasana. Let's all now take a moment and try. Now for the low impact version, you can just bring your hands to the ground and stretch your legs out as much as you can and hold it here. If you're coming for the high impact, the full asana, what you can do is, first you're going to be bringing because your right leg is forward, you're going to be bringing your right arm underneath the right thigh. The left hand also towards the side. You're going to lean forward and first try to straighten out the left leg. Try to lift first the left leg off the ground. First try to lift the leg behind off the ground. Yes. And then you're going to try to lift the leg in front also off the ground. As we enter into Pinda Mayurasana, visualize yourself as a peacock.
अत पिण्डमयूरासनम् एकं पादमयूराग्रे प्रसारेकं मयूरवत् इदं पिण्डमयूराख्यं सर्वव्याधिविनाशकम्.
Yes. For those of you who are on the chat, you can stretch your legs apart and try to lift your legs off the ground as much as you can. So just spreading your legs apart, even if you're seated, just lift your legs off the ground as much as you can. Hold on to the handles of your chair and lift your legs off the ground in the low impact version. You can also take the support of the chair to stand up and spread your legs apart and hold here as much as you can to give yourself that stretch. So now let's repeat Parasana on the left leg. Your right leg is going to be coming behind while your left leg is going to be extending forward. So let's come into Parasana on the other side. Keep your right leg behind, left leg forward, and lower yourself towards the ground. Have a nice stretch. Try to do it as much as you can as we enter into Parasana on the other side.
परासन कौगुन आसन कौगुन चोरसी वाई जाई पवन सरल बाहे परासन कौगुन कतिया भाई जाई.
And entering into Pinda Mayurasana. Now again, if you're seated on the chair, just switching on the other side, you can try to lift your front leg off the ground or your back leg off the ground. Just lifting your legs off the ground. If you're on the ground, you're doing the high impact version, lifting your legs off the ground in the opposite position. Let's all try again. Remember, step by step. First, bringing your left leg over the left shoulder and lifting the left leg straight while bringing the right leg straight out behind you in Pinda Mayurasana.
अत पिण्डमयूरासनम् एकं पादमयूराग्रे प्रसारेकं मयूरवत् इदं पिण्डमयूराख्यं सर्वव्याधिविनाशकम्.
Perfect. And relax. As we enter into our next asana, which is Prasaritasana. So again, coming back to the middle split position, let's take a few seconds to first relax our arms and our legs. You can come to a kneeling position on the ground. Bring your hand across your shoulder. So just bring your hand over the chest and switching to the other side. Allowing your left hand. Loosening out your shoulders. Okay. So now we're going to enter into Prasaritasana, again, which is the middle split position. Spread your legs out and try to bring your legs out as wide as you can. Bring your legs out as wide as you can. Push your hips forward. Yes, try to keep your legs out. Now, if you're able to do to a certain extent, just try to go 1 inch deeper. Try to bring yourself 1 inch closer. Keep your hands on the ground in front of you. Hold here for a few seconds, as much as you can. See, even if you're at this level, it's completely fine. This is how it starts. Come till here, and if you can, go 1 inch more. That's all. Remember to keep your spine straight because that's what will help you in this asana. As much as you can, go there and hold it. Whichever is your level, go as deep as you can. Even if you're on the chair, while seated on the chair, try to stretch your legs out as wide as you can in Prasaritasana. Remember to visualize Swamiji in your inner space. And breathe in and out deeply.
Prasaritasana. Padadvayam prasaryatma sumukam suprasaratam.
From here in the same position, bring your hands in front of your heart center into Uttana Padasana.
Uttanapadam krauncham cha marichim veerabhadrakam natarajam trikonam cha suptangashta prasarane.
And you can. Now, we are going to enter into Upavishta Konasana, which is very similar. First, all of you, okay, I'm going to first show the asana. Okay, I request all of you, if you want to take a break for your legs, you can take a moment to relax your feet. As I show the asana, in Upavishta Konasana, you're going to be reaching for your toes and leaning forward and down. So this is Upavishta Konasana. So I request all of you to do this now. First, reach for your toes. Okay, first you're just going to be reaching for your toes. This is the first step. Come on, let's all just reach for our toes as much as we can. See, even if you're here, even if your legs are not yet fully stretched out, fine. Reach for your toes. For you, for the low impact version, this is the way you're going to do it. You're going to reach for your toes and go as low as you can. If you're a little more extended out, reach for your toes. Again, going as low as you can. Now, one important thing, when you're lowering down, I'm going to show this from the side so that all of you can cognize. When you're going down, don't go down by bending your neck. Don't do this. No. You will hurt yourself. Keep your spine straight and go down from the navel center. You're going down from your navel center, lowering your whole upper body towards the ground in Upavishta Konasana. Let's all try it.
Saptachatrakshalanaya vrikshasana visheshakan jananendriyatadadhya konabhedan samabhyaset.
And relax. Yes. You can now relax your legs for a few seconds. Bring them towards your chest. Hug your knees together. You can have a counter stretch by coming onto your knees and sitting in between your feet. Keep your spine straight, but sit in between your feet. This will also give you a counter stretch. This takes us into our next asana, which is Garudasana 3. So you can actually sit here for a few seconds to get a counter stretch. You'll actually feel the inner thighs relaxing. You can even lean forward and down here. Bring your torso in between your thighs. It will also help you relax. Breathe in and out. Okay. Come back up. Okay. Come back up. Now we're going to enter into Dhanurasana 3. So your left leg is going to be extended forward. Come, let's all come to this position. Your left leg extended forward. Your right foot is going to be raised above your right shoulder. Can we all come to this position? Yes, raise your right foot on top of your right shoulder. Hold on to your right toe with your left hand. You're going to be holding on to your right toe with your left hand and pulling the the right foot up to your left ear. Can we all try to do this? Yes, just bring it up to your left ear. And lean forward, holding on to the left foot with the right hand in Dhanurasana 3. For those of you who are wanting the low impact version, you can continue to be seated on the chair and just lift your leg up towards the knee. If you can, straighten out the other leg, or else just lift it up as much as you can. You can do this. You can lean forward, holding on to the opposite toe. So you can do either of these if you want a low impact version. Even if you're seated on the ground, you want a more low impact variation, you can lean forward first with the right hand to the left foot, or you can bring your right foot with the left hand towards the ear. So you can try doing it in parts, doing either this half of it or this half of it for the low impact version. Coming into the bow in your inner space, gazing towards your nose. Pull your foot up towards your ear and hold in Dhanurasana 3. Padam Dustotupa Nivyan Vikvartamanavati Dhanura Rakshaka Kritsnam Dhanurasana Meditam. Perfect. Now we'll be entering into our next asana, which is also going to be helping us with our leg stretches. Now you're going to be dropping your right leg towards the left side. So in Virasana 3, bring the right leg towards your left side. Keep both your hands on top of your right knee. Keep your spine straight. Gaze towards your nose. Over here, you're going to visualize and embody the state and space of ultimate bravery. You don't think that these visualizations are something small. When you hold that visualization in that position, it is like many of you have come from different places. Some of you are from Europe, like different places, right? Now, when you come here, the same charger you use to charge your phone doesn't work, because in the US you have the 3-point plug, which the things are straight, while in are thin and long. But in the Europe you have it to be thick, right? Or in India you have it to be circular. Every place is different, but you need an adapter such that it's the right position, the right shape to plug into the wall. Same way, when we do these asanas, when we say visualize that state and space of bravery, this asana is that plug for you to tap into the cosmic energy of bravery to flow through you. So come into this position and hold that visualization intensely as you gaze towards your nose in Virasana 3.
द्विगुणं पतितं पादं वामं दक्षिणतोदितं कृत्वा नोऽन्यतलस्थं तो वीरपत्तमतोच्यते. The next asana is Ekapadasana 2.
Virja. In Ekapadasana.
एकपादासना एकपादमतो कण्ठे उत्थापेकं च दण्डवत् करो सम्पृतो कृत्वा एकपादं तदुच्यते शीर्षासना बेसिने बामने पग मातो परला विदक्ष पहलिया बग पर छदवा नेहत ज्योतिने स्थिति एकपाद मयूरासना
Yes, so this is what we're all going to be doing now. The first step is you can just bring your leg over your shoulder and raise the left leg behind. So bring your right leg over your shoulder and raise your left leg behind. Can we all try to do this? I want to see everyone trying this. This is just the low impact version. So if you want a even more low impact, you can just keep both your legs on the ground. So literally coming into Bhairadanatasana. So this is the low impact version. The next step, the next level is where you're going to be lifting the left leg off the ground, which is your behind leg. You're going to be lifting it off the ground. Yes. So I'll try to lift our left leg off the ground. And then you can attempt to do the complete asana by, for those of you who can already bring your right behind your neck, lifting up into Ekapada Mayurasana. Visualize yourself as a peacock.
एकपाद मयूरासना कंठे पादं प्रसारेकम् एकपादं मयूरके
And relax. Very nice. So this will lead us into Supta Trivikramasana. Don't worry. Don't pay too much attention about, oh, I can do, I cannot do. You listen to your body. You do your best. Swamiji will manifest the asana through you. When you stretch to your authenticity, Swamiji will make it happen for you. Now, just for those of you who are on the chat, who wants the low impact version, you can continue being seated here. Just keep one leg. Try to bring this leg as high over your shoulder as you can. You can work on this. So as you're seated, you can work on bringing your leg as high up your shoulder as you can. So this brings us into Supta Trivikramasana, where you're going to be coming to a lying down position. And from a lying down position, bring your leg behind your neck. So you can do this in two ways. One is while lying down, you bring it behind. Or the other is from a seated position, first bring your leg behind and then lay down. So one thing you'll automatically see is your opposite leg, in this case the left leg, will raise up high. You have to just consciously try to lower it down. Do it as much as you can. See if you can bring it over your shoulder, towards your forehead. However you can do it, hold it there. In Supta Trivikramasana, visualizing Swamiji in your inner space.
उत्तानकूर्मपीतश्च सेहं गरुडमेव च वातायनं गोमुखं च भारद्वाजं त्रिविक्रमम्
Remain in the same position, switching your visualization to that of a tiger in Vyagrasana. Again, if you want the low impact version, just bringing your leg over your shoulder. And if you are seated, see, if you feel that all of this is advanced for you, you can just be seated, close your eyes, visualize yourself doing the asana. You can see us on the screen doing it, right? Just visualize that same thing in your inner space and hold that visualization of the tiger, clenching your perineum in the Mula Bandha, doing the Kumbhaka and the Japa. Do all the other components, visualizing your body in that position intensely. Okay, let's come into Vyagrasana. You can lay on your back and bring your leg above your head as much as you can.
व्याघ्रासना व्याघ्रासनमतो वक्षे क्रोधकालविनाशनम् एकपादं शीर्षमध्ये मेरुदण्डोपरि स्थितम्.
Relax slowly, bringing your leg out from behind your head. You can take a moment to relax your knees by bringing it to your chest as you move on to the next asana.
Now we'll be repeating the Dhanurasana 3 on the other side.
Yes. So you can come back up into a seated position.
पादाङ्गुष्ठौ तु पाणिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि धनुरारक्षका कृत्स्नं गरुड धनुरासनमुच्यते. The next asana is Virasana 3 on the other side. द्विगुणं पतितं पादं वामं दक्षिणतोदितं कृत्वा न्योन्यतलस्तं तो वीरपत्तमतोच्यते. Ekapadasana. एकपादमतो कण्ठे उत्थापेकं च दण्डवते करो सम्प्रीतो कृत्वा एकपादं तदुच्यते. बेसने भावने पगमातौ परलावी धाकना पचल्य भगपार छदवाने हाथ जोड़ने स्थिति. एकपाद मयूरासनम. कंठे पादं प्रसारेकम. कंठे पादं प्रसारेकम एकं पादं मयूरके. No, उत्तानकूर्मपीतश्च सेहं गारुदमेव च वातायनं घोपकं च भारद्वाज त्रिविक्रमम्. व्याघ्रासना. व्याघ्रासनमतो वक्षे क्रोधकालविनाशनम् एकपादं शीर्षमध्ये मेरुदण्डोपरि स्थितम्. जानो प्रसारिता बाह्यो शयनं पर्यङ्कासनं क्रोञ्चोस्त्र जगदा उपवेशनं क्रोधाचनासनम्.
Come, laying down on your back, bring your knees to your chest. Let's hold here for a few seconds, get a nice counter stretch. Okay. So now we'll take a few seconds to loosen out the rest of our body, to get a few stretches. I know since we had a lot of intense asanas today. So come on to your knees. Let's loosen out our lower back. From a position on your knees, you're going to be pushing your spine up as much as you can, arching your back. And downwards. And back up, arching your back upwards. And downwards. Feel a nice stretch in your back. One last time up. And down. Now we can stretch out our sides a bit. So come onto your knees and lean towards one side. feel the whole side of your body stretching out. This is very important that you get that counter stretch so that you don't have too much of cramping or too much of stiffness in the muscles. And the other side as well. So how many of you are able to bring one leg behind your head? Okay, fully behind your neck. How many of you are able to bring one leg fully behind your neck? Can you all raise your hands? How many of you are able to bring one leg fully behind your neck? In Tiruvannamalai, LA male side and LA female side. Okay. How many of you were able to bring it to your ear? You're able to bring it up till your ear on any one side. Doesn't matter which side. You're able to bring your leg up to your ear. Raise your hands. Okay, nice. So don't worry. I see many of you are not yet able to completely do it. Don't worry. We have more asanas coming up. Actually, tomorrow, how we did with one leg behind our neck, we are going to be doing it with both the legs behind our neck. So that will give you a deeper stretch. It's all about working with your body. There is no such thing as an asana as impossible. Daily when we work, we open these muscles, we strengthen our arms, we improve our balance. You will see how by itself, automatically, these asanas will start manifesting and you will itself be surprised. Hey, I haven't worked on this, suddenly it's happening through me. That is what happens when you do. And I hope all of you enjoyed. All of you had asked for yoga back. You all wanted yoga so intensely. Did we all enjoy today's yoga session? Are we all happy? Yes. Okay, I'm seeing hands going up. Good job. Amazing. So all of you did an amazing job. So let's all now come to a laying down position into our final asana, which is Sivasana. Lay on your back with your palms upwards, legs by the side. Visualize yourself as the body is just matter, it is dead. You have reached MahaKailasa. You are liberated by Paramashiva. Breathe in and out deeply, completely relaxed. Do not have any movement as you chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham intensely in your inner space. Atha Shavasanam Uttanam Shavavadbhumau Shayanam Tu Shavasanam Shavasanam Shranti Haram Chitta Vishranti Karakam.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all